Hey, hey, Disney fans, planners, and reluctant visitors. I'm Becky, and this is TouringPlans Teaches. This week, we've got Walt Disney World Resorts episode 102, where we're going to be talking about different room types and layouts. If you watched episode 101, I did some super high-tech chalk outlines on my driveway to demonstrate how big the rooms are in different room categories at Walt Disney World. But the size of the room doesn't tell you everything that you need to know. Number of sleeping surfaces might be important to you, or the bathroom layout if you've got a bunch of teenagers getting ready in the morning. So this week we're going to talk about your choices at each resort for number of beds and what the bathroom might be like so that you know what to expect. Then once you find a room type you think might work for you, you can check out some of our room tour videos in another playlist. Let's start by talking about room layouts at the value resorts. If you remember from episode 101, these rooms are really tiny, at about 260 square feet. By the time you fit 2 beds and a bathroom into that, you don't have much free space. But there's a little difference at each resort, so let's figure out where you might be able to stay. Let's start with All-Star Movies. This is the resort where you can see larger-than-life movie characters from places like 101 Dalmatians or Toy Story, and you have a couple of different room choices here. Thankfully, All-Star Movies had a pretty recent renovation, which means that you have some better choices than you did in the past. In these rooms, you can either take advantage of having one king bed or one queen bed with another queen Murphy bed with a table attached. So when it's up on the wall, you have a table and more floor space, and then you can put it down at night and have another sleeping surface. You also have a decent-sized bathroom behind a pocket door, with then your tub shower combo and a toilet behind another door. So you could have one person taking a shower in the morning and another getting ready at the single sink, but there's always only one sink in these value resorts. So that might make things a little bit harder if you've got a lot of people staying in the same room. Our next value resort is All-Star Music. And the room setups here are typically pretty similar, at least for the standard rooms. So you can again choose one king bed or a queen plus that queen Murphy bed with the table attached. And the bathrooms are going to be the exact same. The difference at All-Star Music is that you also have the opportunity to stay in a family suite if you so choose. These family suites are a lot bigger, something closer to 520 square feet, which is just double the original room size. They literally put 2 together and did some renovations. And in these family suites, you have one queen master bedroom, which has its own master bath. This is more akin to a normal bathroom you would have at your house, just one door and everything behind that one door. You also have a small kitchenette, and then you have the family room, which has 2 of those queen Murphy beds. One has a couch, the other has a table, so you can have a living room during the day with more space, and then 2 queen beds at night. So that's 3 queen beds in these family suites. The living room has its own bathroom, and that's back to that standard value type of bathroom with your sink behind one door and your tub shower combo and a toilet behind another. The last All-Star resort is All-Star Sports. This is the only All-Star that hasn't gotten this recent round of renovations. So these are the old style of rooms. You can still choose one king bed, but if you go for 2 sleeping surfaces in your room, there will only be 2 double beds, and neither of them is a Murphy style. So you have more floor space than you would if they were queens, but that means smaller beds. If you have large people, that might be a problem. And your bathroom doesn't have that sliding door, keeping it separate from the bedroom area. It just has a curtain, but then a door before you get to the toilet and tub shower combo. The 2 newest value resorts are Art of Animation and Pop Century. At Art of Animation, if you stay in a Little Mermaid room, those are the standard 1 family rooms. You can again choose 1 king or 2 queens, but in this case, neither of them is a Murphy bed, so you're going to have very little floor space if you go for the 2 queen option. Again, like All-Star Sports, there's only a curtain between the bedroom and the bathroom, and then a door between the sink and the tub shower and toilet. At Art of Animation, you can also choose family suites, but these are significantly different than the ones that you would find at All-Star Music that we already talked about. In these family suites, which are themed to either Lion King, Cars, or Finding Nemo, you'll have one queen bed in its own bedroom, and then you'll have one Murphy bed in a separate area, and one sofa bed. So you'll have the ability to sleep about 6 different people, but the Murphy bed and the sofa bed are both full size instead of queen size, so those are going to be a little bit smaller and probably a little less comfortable. You also get 2 bathrooms in this family suite. One is the master bath off of the bedroom with the queen bed, and it's all in one room, and one is out in the living area, and that has the 2 doors. One door to get in and the sink, and then another door to the tub, shower, and toilet. Our final value resort is Pop Century. This is going to look and feel very similar to the renovated rooms at All Star Movies and All Star Music, where you can choose one king bed or the 2 queens, where one queen is that Murphy style with the table on the front of it. The bathroom here will be behind a pocket door, and then the tub, shower combo, and the toilet will be behind another pocket door. Next, we're going to talk about your room layout options at the moderate resorts. So in general, what upgrading to a moderate will get you is a little bit more room size. So we've gone up to 314 square feet, a little bit of extra space, and it'll gain you 2 sinks instead of 1 in those bathrooms. So the bathrooms aren't going to be that much bigger, but if you need 2 people getting ready at the same time, they at least don't have to share a sink. So that's something. We'll start with the cabins at Fort Wilderness. These are very different from any other moderate resort in their layout and just how they work and how they feel. The cabins have 1 bedroom, and in that bedroom you have 1 queen bed and a set of twin bunks. So you can fit 4 people in this room, but they'll have to all pretty much be on the same sleep schedule. And then in the living area, you have a sofa bed, and that's full size. All of these beds share 1 bathroom, and that bathroom is a pretty standard one like you'd have at home. Just 1 door gets you access to the sink, the tub, shower, and the toilet. Potentially a lot of people sharing 1 bathroom, but you also get a kitchen in the cabin, so that gets you an extra sink if you need a spot to get ready in the morning. At Caribbean Beach, you have a lot of different room types to choose from. It's a pretty expansive resort with lots of different buildings, and that means Disney can offer you a lot of different room layouts to see what meets your needs. You can choose from the standard king bed or 2 queen beds. In this case, because the room is slightly bigger, neither of the queen beds is made into a Murphy style, so they will be down even during the day and taking up that space. Bonus, at some rooms in Caribbean Beach, either a king or 2 queens, you can add a kid-sized Murphy style bed too. So this will flip down, you can put a kid in it. It's really not well suited for adults, but it gives you that sort of 5th sleeping spot. This is really important for families of 5. Not many resorts at Disney cater to those families of 5, especially at the moderate level or below, so Caribbean Beach is a really good choice if you have that need. The final option at Caribbean Beach are the pirate rooms, and I would actually suggest that you never ever stay there. It's only the 2nd resort on property that still has double beds, and it's because those pirate ships that surround the beds take up some space, and therefore you can't have queens, you only get 2 doubles. If you're a fan of pirates, cool, otherwise these rooms really aren't the greatest choice. At all of these rooms, the bathroom is pretty standard. For the moderate level, you'll have a sliding door that gives you access to 2 sinks this time, hooray, so maybe 2 people can be getting ready at the same time in the morning, and then another door to get you access to the toilet and the tub shower combo. Coronado Springs is different from all the other moderate resorts because it really is set up for conventions, although you can definitely stay there even if you're not in town for a convention. You have your normal room choices of the 1 king bed or 2 queen beds. You'll have that bathroom behind a sliding door. You'll have 2 sinks and then another door to get to your tub, shower, and toilet. But you can also choose to stay in a 1-bedroom suite or an executive suite. And neither of these are in the tower. They're in the casitas around the grounds of Coronado Springs. In the tower, rooms have a slightly different setup because the tower was added after the rest of the resort was already built. You can choose 1 king bed or 2 queen beds, that's pretty normal, but the bathroom setup is definitely different. So you'll have 1 door into the bathroom where your sinks and your shower tub combo will be, and then a door just to get to the toilet. So a little different than the rest. Might be awkward if you don't want to brush your teeth while someone else is in the shower, but if you prefer this setup, this is the only place you're going to find it, is at Coronado Springs, in the tower only. Our last two moderate resorts are Port Orleans French Quarter and Port Orleans Riverside, which are sister resorts right next to each other, but are pretty different in terms of choice and overall resort layout. French Quarter is the much smaller one, and Riverside is huge, totally sprawling. At French Quarter, you only have 2 room layout options. Those are your typical 1 king bed or 2 queen beds. And your bathroom will be behind a curtain this time, no big fancy door at French Quarter yet, and then you'll have your 2 sinks behind that curtain and a door between you and the toilet and the tub shower combo. And then when you move over to Riverside, again, bigger resorts tend to mean more room layout choices because things are spread out, you have different buildings, they can give you a few more options. You could choose your 1 king bed or 2 queen beds, or you can have a little more space for sleeping and do 1 king with the child-size Murphy or the 2 queens with the child-size Murphy. So again, good place to stay, or at least to consider if you have 5 people in your family and one of them's small enough to fit on that Murphy bed. At Riverside, your bathroom is once again behind a curtain, 2 sinks behind that curtain, and then a door between you and the toilet and the tub shower combo. And now we've finally made it to Deluxe Resorts, the highest tier of resorts that are on Walt Disney World property. The standard rooms in these resorts can vary pretty wildly in room size, from 344 square feet at places like Animal Kingdom Lodge and Wilderness Lodge, up to 440 square feet at the Grand Floridian. The others fall somewhere in between. There's also suites offered at most deluxe resorts. We're not going to go into detail about the layouts of those suites. They're relatively expensive at $1,000 per night approximately and up. If that's something that appeals to you, you can go look those up. I'll list the names on each slide, but we won't get into all the hairy details. Let's start with Animal Kingdom Lodge Jambo House. Animal Kingdom Lodge actually has 2 different resorts, Kidani Village and Jambo House. They both offer some Disney Vacation Club rooms, but the standard rooms are only offered at Jambo House. There you can pick from 1 king bed or 2 queen beds. These rooms are again on the small side at just 344 square feet. The bathroom is behind a sliding door. Once there, you'll see 2 sinks and then have another door between you and the toilet and the tub shower combo. Now let's head over to the Epcot area, where we find the Beach Club Resort. Here, you can again choose from 1 king bed and 2 queen beds. The rooms are slightly bigger, and they offer a lot of suites. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and some special extra fancy big ones. Read, very, very expensive. The bathrooms here are a little bit different. There are 2 sinks, but there's no door between those 2 sinks and the bedroom. If you're a family that's traveling with young children, this could end up being a big deal. If your kids sleep in the morning while you try to get ready before you wake them up, it's harder to do without a door between the sinks and the bedroom. And if you're like my family and your kids go to bed at night and you want to stay up a little bit longer, but can't be in the same room because they'll constantly talk to you and stay up until 11 o'clock or something ridiculous, then you can't just hang out in the bathroom area. You'd have to literally hang out in the tub, which we've done before, and wait there with ideally some pillows or cushions to make it a little more comfortable. If you have a bathroom that has a door between the bedrooms and the sinks, there's typically some more space where you can relax, read a book, and wait for your kids to fall asleep, for goodness sake. Not that I've lived this many times before. So at Beach Club, you're going to have that setup where there's not that door. If you're traveling with all adults or adults and older children, that might be okay for you. But if you have young kids, just keep that in mind when you're booking a room. Boardwalk Inn is pretty similar. Again, it's on that Crescent Lake in the Epcot area. You can choose from 1 king bed, 2 queen beds, or they have some rooms that offer an additional day bed. So this is your couch that sort of converts into a bed, but not a full sofa bed. They have, again, 2 sinks behind no door, and then the tub shower combo and the toilet behind a door, separated from the sinks. There are also suites offered at Boardwalk Inn, garden suites, which they actually have pretty many of, and then some bigger, fancier suites as well. The Contemporary Resort is the closest one to the Magic Kingdom, so this is popular with people that want to walk to the Magic Kingdom and back every day, or to have that monorail going through the resort. All of these rooms recently received renovations and are now Incredibles themed, so maybe that appeals to you, but there isn't much variety in those rooms. So you can choose from 1 king bed, or 2 queen beds, but there aren't any additional sleeping surfaces available. So if you're a family of 5, that's probably difficult to make happen. You have 2 sinks and the tub or shower behind a door, and then the toilet in a separate room off of that one. So it's that same weird setup as Coronado Springs in the tower, where if you're getting ready in the morning, there might be someone in the shower and not behind a door. There are suites offered at the Contemporary, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and even bigger and fancier. These are wildly expensive since they're so close to the Magic Kingdom, and the Contemporary Resort is in really high demand all of the time. The Grand Floridian is also on the monorail loop, sort of on the other end from the Contemporary, again, close to Magic Kingdom. It's a very different theme, though. It's probably the fanciest of the Walt Disney World resorts, and therefore also one of the most expensive. There you can choose from king beds or 2 queen beds. The bathroom setup is that there are 2 sinks behind no door, so it's open to the bedroom again, and then you've got a door to the tub shower combo and the toilet. Grand Floridian offers a wide array of suites for you to choose from, since it is one of those fancy resorts, and they're even named after Disney people. You can stay in the Walt Disney Suite or the Roy O. Disney Suite, among others. The Polynesian rounds out our monorail loop resorts. These rooms recently had a minor renovation. A lot of them received the Moana theme. The Polynesian is popular not only for its theme and its location, but also because its rooms are pretty spacious and they offer more sleeping surfaces, which is important to those larger families. So all of the standard rooms at the Polynesian offer that child-sized daybed. Really great if you need that extra sleeping surface. Even for our family of 4, that allows our 2 kids to sleep in different beds and not kick each other and keep each other awake at night. So you can have that 1 king bed with the child-sized daybed, or 2 queens plus the daybed. The bathroom isn't the 2-door style or a no door to the sinks. In this case, it's like probably your bathrooms at home with 1 door. Behind that is your 2 sinks, your tub, and your toilet, all in 1 room. A little more spacious that way, but probably less great for families that want a little privacy in the morning as they're all getting ready at the same time. The Polynesian also offers many suites, since it's a popular place to stay. 2 different ambassador suites, 2 different princess suites, the King Kamehameha room, if that's something that appeals to you. Lots of fun rooms to choose from at the Polynesian. Nearby to all of those monorail loop resorts, but not on the monorail, is Wilderness Lodge. Together with Animal Kingdom Lodge, these rooms have the smallest footprint of your deluxe resorts. So again, these are back down to that 344 square feet instead of the bigger ones at the Grand Floridian and other monorail loop resorts. At Wilderness Lodge, you can only choose 1 king bed or 2 queen beds. The 2 sinks are open to the bedroom again, no door there, just your tub shower combo and your toilet behind the door. There are a few suites at Wilderness Lodge. Most of those suites are reserved for the Disney Vacation Club, but you can get a deluxe junior suite or a presidential suite at Wilderness Lodge. Our final resort, because we're going alphabetically, takes us back to the Epcot area, and that's Yacht Club. So Yacht Club is pretty similar in setup to Beach Club. They're right next door to each other. You can pick the 1 king bed or 2 queen beds. You have 2 sinks behind a sliding door this time, so that's different than Beach Club, if that makes a difference in which you choose. And then the tub shower and the toilet behind another door. There are many, many suites at the Yacht Club, all sorts of different sizes and price points, and you can look those up if those appeal to you. So what are the important things to remember from all of that information? Room layout matters, especially number of sleeping surfaces, depending on how many people are in your party, and the bathroom configuration and how that's going to impact how you get ready to go to the parks every morning. Next, we're on a 2-week break for TouringPlans Teaches, while me and my husband go to Disneyland for the first time, so I'm pretty excited about that. After that, we're going to be back with information about standard versus preferred rooms. Preferred sounds better, but are also more expensive, so what's the difference there? And different view types. So you can typically choose a standard view or a water view or a garden view, and what will those mean to your room selections. After that, we're going to be back with the math. So we'll finally get to dig into some real data about pricing of these rooms and satisfaction scores, and how all of that should impact which resorts you choose for your vacation. Thanks for joining us this time. We'll talk to you soon.